everybody, this is Angela Savage, the daughter of IndyCar driver Swede Savage. It's time to watch stories from motorsports. My buddy, Doug Kenny, loves to share the journey of people in racing, and he is an amazing dude. Drivers, owners, fans, and team members, watch the SFM podcast.
Hey everybody, this is Doug Kenny from Stories from Motorsports. I'd like to thank my buddy Josh Mabe for the YouTube work he did years ago that inspired me to create this platform. I'd like to thank my buddy Victor Sifton for convincing me to get back into it after my hiatus from 2017 to 2019. I have a very special treat for you all today with an amazing journey from an amazing racing figure. Drivers, start your engines. Yeah, at any moment, and you don't know the future. That's the thing. You don't know what's ahead of you.
For sure, I totally 100% agree.
Yeah. What's the biggest race you've won?
Biggest race I've won is probably in karting. I had a lot of success running like the big national races and won a couple of those.
Mm-hmm.
It's so funny because now, like, back to what you were saying about the small world, all those people are either running in IndyCar, the road to Indy, and it's funny that you kind of race the same people your entire career, right?
Yeah.
And it's funny that people excel and not maybe excel as fast as others into different series and whatnot. So I would say that's probably the biggest reward. I had a lot of struggles in Formula 4 just because I was on a brand new team, and just with funding and stuff, you know how the racing community is, so it's hard to, you really got to be on a good team in order to get those top finishes. So
yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, totally. It's just, you get opportunities here and there, but definitely there's a lot of situations where you're right place, right time, get the opportunities, be on a good team, and get those wins for sure.
Yeah, for sure. You probably know since you're a Phoenix resident like me, but when I was a teenager and when I was attending all of those NASCAR Cup races every year at Phoenix, it was always fun because it was almost unfair. I always entered the track knowing that Kevin Harvick was going to win.
Yeah.
He was so dominant at Phoenix during my teen years that often when I went with my friends who were big Harvick fans, I would walk into the track and say to them, "Gee, I wonder who's going to win today."
Yeah, exactly.
and then another time I would say something like, "Do you guys have your party boozes ready?"
Yep.
Entering the track, I would say, "Are you guys prepared for the party at the end for your driver?"
Yep, it's so true.
It sort of reminded me of when Dan Gurney was always good at Riverside. Do you remember hearing about that?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, they might as well have just named it Kevin Harvick Raceway or Dan Gurney Riverside,
For sure.
Yeah. Have you ever had any dominant runs like that at particular tracks you've raced at?
I haven't raced a lot of the same racetracks, honestly, because just all this different series that I've hopped around. So, I would say no, not really, just because there's always either different series or I've raced at the same tracks, but a jump is added on now. So, a little different. So yeah, I would say not particularly. I really do love VIR though. VIR is one of my favorite tracks.
Yeah, VIR. Is that Virginia International Raceway?
Yep.
Is that a road course or an oval?
Road course. I raced there in Formula 4, and I remember I had a really great engineer there, and he did something different that I normally wasn't used to in Formula 4, where we filled out this sheet and we described what the car was doing in every single corner, and that's how we analyzed what to make the best changes were. And we just really went from like a really slow car to a really fast car, and ended up getting into the points and being a top 10. I think it was maybe top 5, I'm not sure. But it was just really satisfying to take an engineer that actually is listening and understanding and getting a car from seconds off the pace to making it on pace. And it was just such a satisfying moment, I remember.
Hey everybody, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please hit like and subscribe if you did so, and please continue supporting our amazing guest. And everybody, we'll see you next time on SFM.
Hi, this is Ted Warner speaking. While the checkered flag is waved for this program, stay tuned for next week for the next episode of SFM. Thanks to Doug Kenny for what he does for motorsports.